Welcome to Sweet Memories.
In 2003, our daughter came to teach school here in Hinsdale as an art and history teacher. So we brought her out, and my husband decided he really liked this little town, and I could tell right away that we were probably going to be moving here.
So how'd you jump from that to not only running but building an ice cream shop?
Because I had worked as a tour guide for 20 plus years, and I knew I wasn't going to be doing that because after we moved here, then our oldest daughter and her family moved here, so I had 6 grandkids at that time here. And so, well, eventually we had 6 grandkids, but all of our grandkids were right here, so we just thought if I needed something to do, that ice cream might be the thing to do.
So what were your thoughts when you decided to try and make a business of selling ice cream in a small, unincorporated community in the middle of nowhere?
No, our thought was more community service than we knew that it wasn't going to be our sole income by any means. That that it was something that was kind of needed and a place to gather, and so that's why we did it. We actually did it originally for the kids because the location by the school, and we thought. My daughter and I had even planned, like party nights and game nights and different things for the kids. Well, kids are really busy and they've got sports and they've got activities and 4-H and church, and they didn't need a place to be. Or we even thought about, they could come here after school and do homework and different things. But it turned out to be more of a gathering place for seniors than it did. And guys whose wives are working and they need a bowl of soup or something. Yeah.
So, what was that opening day, that opening year like?
Oh, we started construction. The foundation was done, and we started actual construction in May of 2011, and it had snowed many feet the year before, and it was muddy. It rained every day, and they kept saying, "Oh, it never rains that much. It'll quit raining." And we scooped mud off the floor, but we were determined to have it open by July 1st for the all-class reunion of the 4th of July weekend. So, and we made it. Yeah. The guys working on it were amazing because they worked in the rain with water dripping off the roof onto their backs, but they made it happen. So it worked out really good, and we were extremely busy. Yeah, we went through 21 3-gallon containers. My husband put everyone up around the porch there, around the entryway, and at the end we had sold out everything, but we couldn't even, if we scooped it all together, we couldn't have made a bucket. So it was well received. Yeah.
So 10 years serving ice cream in Hinsdale, Montana. How has that been?
Good, really good. It's expanded. It's not just, we found out real quickly that just ice cream and coffee and baked goods were not going to be enough, and soon we started doing some breakfast and some lunches, and I was doing 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and I quickly found out that was not going to work either because with prepping everything and getting everything ready, so that gradually we adjusted things until it worked out better. So now we're 8 to 5 and a little breakfast and a little lunch, and it's good, and still ice cream and coffees and. But I think with everything like with that, you have to kind of see what works in the area and what works for people and what they need and fill that gap.
Yeah, so you've had a lot of variety in here for people over the years. What have been some of your most popular items, and what's your own personal favorite?
Oh, our most popular item has to be biscuits and gravy for breakfast and clam chowder soup on Fridays. We are packed, and I was done doing clam chowder this spring, usually in the end of April, but we've continued, of course, now with our rainy weather, and it sells out every time. So those 2 items are, and I don't know my favorite myself. I would probably say the biscuits and gravy. That's an easy thing to fix, an easy thing to serve, and people just really like it. They enjoy it. So that's probably the best.
So you've been in the restaurant business for 10 years now. That's a number that a lot of businesses, especially in the restaurant industry, don't hit. How has that been?
Oh, good, because the community is so supportive. And like I said, we built it for the kids, thinking the kids were the ones that were coming to the ice cream shop to have ice cream or to sit and hang out. But it's just been a gathering place, and I've met people that I probably had gotten to know, that I probably would not have met and gotten to know otherwise, and several that have passed on, and just really good memories of them. Yeah.
So what's a typical day at Sweet Memories?
Oh, I arrive between 6:15 and 6:30 and prep whatever I didn't prep the night before, and then open the door, make sure all the coffee's on and everything's ready to go when we open the door, because like biscuit and gravy morning, there's usually about 6 people lined up waiting to get in the door, or at least 6, just waiting so they can have their usual spots. And so we finish with breakfast at 9:30, and it's a clean up and rush to get lunch finished up, because we prep everything, we do everything homemade. Cisco doesn't have much business here because they need a big minimum, and I can't do that.
So you've completed 10 years. What does the future hold?
I wish we knew. For me, I know what it holds. So it holds more time with grandkids and kids, and running to games and track meets, and getting to see other family that we are getting up in age, in years, and we need to spend time with them. And the shop, if we don't sell as is, will probably become a daycare and do another little community service type thing for a couple more years until I totally retire or do something different with it. Yeah.
Sweet Memories, I think, according to Leona, was supposed to be a place for teenagers to come hang out, and school-age kids. So I know she had games and puzzles and stuff that she was going to have them play. Well, it ended up being more of a senior center. All the older generation likes to come hang out. But what I like best is it's family style, and so you don't come in and only sit with who you came in with. You sit at a big table with anybody that's in here and get a nice visit. And the food is amazing. It's not too heavy. It's just nice fresh home cooked food. It's wonderful, and Leona's been the best host, and we're sure gonna miss her. And we'd really like it if somebody would take over and keep it open.
So what would be your message to the community?
Oh, just a big thank you. They have been so supportive. If you were here or like the other day when Swede was actually gone, and he helps me often do dishes and pour coffee, and he was gone that morning, and we had 24 for breakfast in here for biscuits and gravy. And so they have been so supportive, and so come and have coffee and visit, and so the community is just very amazing and supportive and helpful, and I feel a little bit guilty for closing the door.
What's going to be the biggest thing you're going to miss?
Just that. When we came back after COVID, I don't miss 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night prepping. Won't miss that at all, or 6 o'clock in the morning coming here. But when everybody gathered the first couple days after COVID and just laughing and telling stories and sitting for 2 hours just having coffee and visiting, that's what I'll miss. Yeah, that's really the part that'll be missed the most. And the kids, the kids come over and have ice cream and smiles on their faces, and so the school's been very supportive too. Like day before yesterday, I had the whole elementary here for scoops of ice cream after their field trip. So the school's been very supportive, and gift cards for gifts, and just every way that they can do it, they're usually very supportive.
So what's the plan for the 4th of July this year?
Oh, hopefully it'll be a big celebration. We're hoping the all-class reunion again, and people back that we haven't seen for that 5 years, and people that I've got pictures of people from the last 2 all-class reunions sitting at tables visiting, and hopefully we can do that one more time and really kind of go out with a big celebration. Yeah.
So then what would be the last day for Sweet Memories?
Actually, it's going to be kind of bittersweet, but I've got a lot of my family coming, some that have never been here in the 10 years we've been here, and they're going to come and help and serve ice cream and do whatever. And then on the 5th, it will be just one big, hopefully a just relaxing day. Yeah, that's kind of our plan. Hopefully it will just be a fun celebration for everybody, and we'll have some fun extra things that we do for Sweet Memories.
So the last chance to get ice cream will be the 5th of July?
The 4th.
The 4th.
Yeah, the 5th.
The 4th,
The
it's
5th,
over.
my family will finish off whatever ice cream's left over.
Gotcha.
So,
Awesome. Is there anything else you wanted to say, Leona?
no, just thank everybody again for 10 years, and hopefully we don't know. Like I said, we don't know what's in store for the building, and I'd love to see somebody that wanted, to make their own memories for the next 10 years. So that would be the best option. But otherwise, we'll, just enjoy the more relaxed, semi-retirement years. Yeah.